In this video, we're going to talk about what time frame to use, where to go to look for the news, and how to draw on your chart. So let's go. Now, when using these platforms, okay, usually all platforms have tools you can use to draw your trend lines and everything. So right here, this is a trading view. You have your indicators right here. Okay, you want to search for your indicator, and pretty much the trend lines and all the other tools right here you want to use is to the left. Okay, so the trend line right here, you have the arrow, you have so many things. You have the horizontal line, the vertical line. So trend line right here, if you want to use a trend line, you basically right click it and connect it. I'll show you guys how to draw a trend line, but that's how you just use your trend lines and the indicators. Nothing special. It's a real quick search for your indicator right here. Moving average or whatever you want to do. Same thing with the MT4. Let's go here. MT4, if you want to use trend line, usually they have it up top right here. So you see right here a line, and all you have to do is just right click it and draw your line, and then let go the mouse, and that's it. Okay, horizontal lines right here. Okay, and do like that. So if you want to modify it, you can left click it. Actually you got double tap this one and left click it, and you go to properties, and you can change the colors. Okay, and if you want to do something else to make it a line or a dotted line, you can do something like that. So that's how you draw on the chart. Okay, if you want to look for indicators on TradingView, you have to go to insert and then go to indicators and look for your indicators right there. Okay, so that's how you do that. And if you want to change time frames, you have the minute 1, minute 5. Okay, so this is the basic stuff that you need when you are looking at the chart. So let's go to TradingView, and same thing. If you're looking for the times right here, it's right here on the top. So now to build your watch list on your TradingView, you basically go to here, right? You click on here and you add. That's all. You press add and type in whatever you want to look for. So let's say that you're looking for stocks, futures, forex. Let's click on forex. Let's say you look for the British pound. You click this and you hit add. You see it right here? You hit add, and it's going to basically be on your watch list right here. It usually go all the way to the bottom. Okay, and then if you want to move it up, you click on it and you drag it. So that's pretty much it when it comes to the basics when it comes to the TradingView chart and the MT4. Now let's talk about where to go to find your news. You can go to forexstreet.com. okay, and when you go to forexstreet.com, let's go to the calendar right here. And once you go to the calendar, okay, actually let me click that off. Just scroll down, and when you scroll down, it's going to show you the dates. So this Sunday right here, February 27th, and when you see news like this means that it's it's a strong possibility that the market will react to that news. Now if you see red, that means that it's a really strong possibility that the market might act wild, so you got to be careful. It should tell you the time. So this is the time right here when when the news is coming out. To me, I think this is Eastern time right here. So this is 8 a.m. Eastern time. So this is when the news comes out. Again, just scroll down and look for your news when it comes to trading the forex. Now, when I'm trading the indices, I'm not really looking at news that much. I'm just looking for. I only look at FOMC and non-farm payrolls. Non-farm usually comes out the first week of the month. The FOMC news and the non-farm payroll, they both affect the forex and the futures market. So you can go here to look for when it comes out. Again, like I said, the non-farm payroll comes out the first week. It's usually the first Friday of the month. Okay, the first Friday of the first week of the month. Now FOMC, you basically have to check when it comes out. So you just have to check the site. So that's pretty much it when it comes to news. Now let's talk about what time frame to use. Okay, if you're day trading, the 5-minute chart is good, or the 15-minute chart is good. Okay, now if you're swing trading, the daily or the 1 hour or 4 hour is good. Okay, so if I'm day trading, I'm looking at the 5-minute or the 1 minute. 15, if you want to use the 15-minute, you can go ahead. I don't really like the 15-minute for day trading, but a 5-minute or the 1 minute, usually I tell people maybe try the 5 minute first, because the 1 minute could be maybe too intense for a new trader. But don't be scared of the 1 minute. It can definitely help you out. But stick with the 5 minute first, and then go from there. And the next thing I want to talk about is what markets to trade. So what markets should you trade? So when it comes to Forex, I look at the major pairs, the USD, JPY, British Pound, USD, Swiss franc, right? And also you can add these US CAD, the odd USD, or NZD USD, okay? So those are the pairs that I look at, and you can start from there, because that's all you pretty much need. Now, if you're trading multiple markets, I would look at all these pairs at once to see which one I like, okay? So I'm looking at the daily chart, the 1 hour, looking at my levels, and then pick maybe out of this group, I'll probably pick maybe 1 or 2, because usually if you're looking at all these pairs and you're looking at it before the market opens, not all of them is going to look good, okay? So you want to just pick maybe 1 or 2 that looks good, a clean chart, and something that's very clear, so you can take a trade. Now, when it comes to the futures, I'm trading the NASDAQ, I'm trading sometimes US 30, but for the most part, NASDAQ moves pretty good, okay? So I can sometimes just only focus on NASDAQ and just take trades daily from NASDAQ. Now, if NASDAQ is acting up and is really slow, I'll probably look at some other markets, maybe gold, maybe crude oil, okay? But I like NASDAQ. It moves pretty good. I don't want you guys to be scared of it, especially if you're new. Just practice. That's the good thing about the markets. You can practice first. So what I would do if I was a beginner, I would just trade all these markets first to see which one you like, okay? The Forex pairs, you're going to most likely, I don't know if you're going to stick with one market, most likely you're not. You're just going to look at multiple markets, and you're going to say, okay, this one I want to trade today because it looks clear, all right? Now, when it comes to indices, maybe you can pick one market, because like NASDAQ, like I said before, it moves pretty good. So you can say, you know what, I want to stick with NASDAQ only, or you can still look at multiple markets, and maybe NASDAQ is not clear that day, and US 30 is, or crude oil is, or whatever the case is. So there's no special market. I know a lot of beginners will want to know what's the best market to start with. There's no such thing of the best market. You will have to test it out yourself, okay? And see which market fits you. That's the best answer I can give you. So test these markets out, and see which market that you like, and go from there. Now, when it comes to trading stocks, I'm looking at probably the top 10 stocks of the day, okay? Or I'm looking at the pre-market gappers, okay? And you can get that from like a third-party scanner like Trade Ideas, okay? And they will have stocks that are gapping up in pre-market, right? Or I can basically look at the news. If you look at Benzinga, okay, and you look at a stock that has maybe some good news, and it's setting up, everything's lining up, the chart is lining up, and it looks strong, and you want to trade it for the day, you can do that too. So for the most part, stocks, I'm looking at either the gappers pre-market, or I'm looking at something that maybe has some news for that day, and I want to trade it. Another thing I do when it comes to looking for stocks, I will look at the stocks that ran up pretty good today, and I will put those stocks on my watch list tomorrow, just to see if they will have some type of continuation, or just to see if maybe they will run into resistance, and I would try to short the stock. So that's another thing you can do. And another thing you can do is you just have a basket of stocks. So let's say you only watch 6 different stocks like Amazon, Netflix, Facebook, different stocks like that. Let's say you just have a certain list that you look at every single day, okay, and then you can just trade those stocks. So that's another way you can do when it comes to the stock market, okay? Now, during the day, you can actually go to TradingView. You go to Google, type in top gainers stock market, and what's going to happen is they're going to show you the top gainers for the day, okay? This is free, and you can look at the top gainers for the day. Now, this is delayed, 15-minute delay, so you have to understand that, but they will show you the top gainers for the day, and also they show you the most active stocks for the day. So you could probably use that to trade some stocks. Now, when it comes to these markets, all time frames are universal, because I know a lot of beginners will ask me, well, will this work on a 5-minute chart, or will this strategy work on a 4-hour chart, or will this strategy work on Bitcoin, or will this strategy work with the stocks, or will this strategy work in the futures market? Guys, price action is price action. That's why I love it. Okay, if price action works on NASDAQ, it's going to work on Bitcoin, it's going to work in the stock market. As long as that market that you're trading has volume, okay, it is moving, it's going to work. Okay, so all markets are universal. I just want to say that. All right, so let's go to the next video.